Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. I am super sorry that the light looks very yellow. I'm trying to work it out. It's really gray outside, so the natural light is just not there today. Today I want to talk about primers. Now, there are so many primers, and they all do different things, have different claims and things like that. But I feel like it's hard to find, at least for me, it's hard to find the perfect primer. I feel like a lot of them work, but I guess that I don't consider them my holy grail. So I've set up all my primers and I just want to talk about them today. I have very oily skin and I've tried out quite a few primers, and I hope that this video can help someone maybe find a good primer for them. So let's get started. There's a whole bunch in front of me. The first one I'm just going to get out of the way right now is this NYX No Filter Primer. I have not tried this one out yet, so I'm just going to put it to the side. The next one I have is this Too Faced Hangover Primer. Now, this one is not good for oily skin. If you have oily skin, it is just not going to work well for you. I have this one because in the winter I do feel like it is a nice primer if your skin is super dry. So I will use this in the winter when my skin needs moisture, because that is what it's for. I don't use it every day. It is for special occasions in the winter when you feel like your skin is going to fall off. Now the next one is this Cover FX, and it is a mattifying primer with acne treatment. Now this primer is okay, not the best. I don't think I'll be repurchasing it, to be honest. I bought it because I thought it would help with my breakouts, and where it wasn't awful for that, I just don't think it really mattified my face the way I hoped it would. I only have a little bit left and I will use it up, but will not be repurchasing. The next primer I want to talk about is this Tarte Clean Slate Poreless Primer, and I really like this primer. I reach for it a lot. Is it perfect? No, but it works well. I would consider repurchasing this one after I run out. I really like the Clean Slate line. I have oily eyelids as well, isn't that great? But the eye primer works well for my eyes. The next primer I have is the Mineral Veil from Hourglass. And if you are going to probably notice in this video that I have a lot of smaller sizes, and that is on purpose. I usually try to buy the smaller size of the primer just in case I don't like it, so I don't have a huge thing of primer to use. Now this one is pretty good. Again, not perfect. I had really high hopes because the reviews on Sephora were really good. It's okay. I think it works. I do think I'd consider repurchasing this one if I didn't find a better one. And it's kind of expensive, so if I were to repurchase it, I would, make sure it really worked well. Now the next one is a little sample. I do have a bigger size, but I just thought I'd use this sample up first. Is the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. I really like this. I have been using it with a foundation that's a little drying and shows a lot of texture to your skin, and this works really well. I do think it keeps my foundation what is that word? It keeps my foundation locked in for a good long time, and it creates a really nice base. I would repurchase this one, and that is the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. The next one in the same category is the Urban Decay Self-Adjusting Complexion Primer. I don't really like this one. I really liked it when I first got it, but I started to notice that it would show all of my dry spots, and someone with oily skin your dry spots aren't as common. My nose does get dry a little bit, and you know, if I have a pimple healing up, that gets dry too. But this would show spots that I didn't even know were dry. It is a cool formula because it will match your skin, which is cool, especially if you want to, you know, perfect your skin a little bit before the foundation. I was wearing this alone for a little bit, just for a very light coverage, and it was okay, but then when I started to realize it was showing every dry spot I had, I kind of stopped using it. As you can see, I used quite a bit of it. I haven't used it in probably 3 or 4 months. I'm not really sure if I'm going to finish it or if I'm going to throw it away. I feel bad throwing it away, but I just don't think it did what it claimed to do. And then again, with the dry spots, it really was a big turn off. So I don't think I purchased that again. The next two are from the same brand. They are Pony Effects. This one is the original one, which is supposed to fill in your pores, and this one is Moisture and Sebum Control. I got both of these from Memebox, and I think they're good primers, but again, they're not my holy grail primers. This one has a more solid texture. That sounds weird. A thicker consistency, that's better. And then this one has a more liquidy consistency. I'm sure you've seen this one advertised. I see it on Facebook all the time, where they take an orange and they rub this primer on it to make it look like the orange's pores are completely filled in. And where I don't think it does a awful job, I just don't think it's completely for me. And the Moisture and Sebum Control one just didn't work as well as I wanted it to. I had high hopes, and it was just okay. I don't think I'd be repurchasing these either. Let's see, next I have the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. Now, I just wasn't a big fan of this. I didn't really think it filled in my pores. I also think it's kind of a hard thing to use. You can't really get in there really well because it's kind of big. I think that if this was more of a softer formula, it would be a little better. I kind of want to try and remove it from this and try to like soften it up by, like, I don't know, maybe with my own body heat or crushing it up and putting it in a different type of container to see if it would work better. I just think that it just is a little hard and it doesn't work as well, unfortunately. I don't think I would repurchase this one. The next one is this No Problem primer by Touch in Sol, and I got this one because I saw someone review it on YouTube, and I thought it was really interesting sounded and it worked well for them. It works okay for me. I think I need to wear it a couple more times to really get a full idea of how I like it. I do know that the last time I wore it, my foundation seemed to separate specifically in my pores. So I had little like bubbles, not bubbles, but they looked like little bubbles on my face in the shape of pores. And it could have been the foundation I was wearing. I don't remember which one I was wearing at the moment. But I think I need to try it out a little bit more before I, you know, throw it in there. Let's see. This Becca one is fairly good. I don't really have anything that I strongly dislike about it. It is the Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector. And this is a sticky formula, so it makes a good base for your foundation. I don't like the applicator or the tube. It's like kind of slanted. I just don't really understand it. It's a little weird for a primer, but that's just my but it's pretty good. I don't know if I'd repurchase it though, because I feel like there are better ones, but I will continue to use it while I have it. I have also the Becca Backlight Priming Filter, and this one's okay. This is more of a shimmery primer, or not a shimmery, a primer that gives you more of a glow, as you can see. And someone with oily skin, that is not always, the thing you want. But I have used it, and it's not bad, but it's not one that I reach for every day. It's definitely more for when I want a little more glowy, or sometimes I use it in the summer when I want to be a little more glowy and, bronzed. So that is it. I hope this helped by just going through what I have and what I like, what I'm not going to repurchase. I know it's kind of hard to, I know it can be hard to find your perfect primer. I know it definitely is for me. But yeah, I hope this helped. And if you have a really good primer, please let me know down in the comments. I'm always looking for a new one to try. I am looking for my holy grail primer, so let me know. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.